Alright, we are back for the final round. This time we won the die roll, so maybe we're actually gonna lose. Maybe this deck really wants to be on the draw. Hand is good though. Hand is pretty great. Would be better with second black, but hey. Red, depending on what they're playing alongside red, red could be one of our more difficult matchup. Very aggressive deck is really what can win against us. Any game that will not be good enough to kill us fast is gonna probably lose to our late game most of the time. Oh boy, Nest Robber really matches up poorly against Zealot. But Nest Robber is kind of decent against us in general, being a cheap aggressive creature. Blue-red aggro is actually, I think, one of the deck that really has a decent matchup against us, most likely. Maybe I'm supposed to play my Swamp, just have as much black as possible for Tetsimok, but I don't believe... I think it's just fine having... Yeah, maybe I was supposed to play Swamp. I don't think it matters a lot, to be honest. Alright, Yevon's thinking. I feel like they probably have a Bombard and they are thinking whether they want to list Death Charger now. And thinking whether I could get the City's Blessing next turn or not. Prosperous Pirates would give me the Blessing. Contract Killing would give me the Blessing too. But I would not really kill Nest Robber. Not really interested in that. As of now, I don't really have the Blessing next turn though. Okay, that's fine. Don't really want to let them know I have Tetsimok in hand, so... Oh well, that makes things simpler, either way. It's a really nice 5-drop to play. But I would not have put a counter on the Nest Robber. First, I absolutely don't care about Nest Robber. And second, I don't really want to let them know about Tetsimok. I want them to cast their good creatures and then play the Tetsimok. I'm just gonna play that in attack. There's a decent chance they just get the City's Blessing next turn, and I don't even get to trap that. So this time I'm gonna start putting counters, and unless they have Hornswoggle or I guess Cancel, it's gonna be very difficult, because if they play a creature, we just go put a counter on the creature, kill 3 creatures. If they don't, we just play Tetsimok, kill their 2 creatures, hit them for 6, and we have 12 power on board, they're at 11. Sure. Now the question is, do we play it into open mana? I think we do. I think we don't really need or want to wait. And... okay. Bouncing the Spirewinder, I guess. That's fine, I mean, yeah, no problem. They get to kill the Winder, but I still get my 2-for-1, my huge tempo swing, and if they just play Winder next turn, they just die, so... I mean, just Tetsimok. I mean, this card is disgusting. The only time I beat this card was when I was able to Dark Inquiry it out of my opponent's hand. I don't think I ever beaten a resolved Tetsimok or lost after resolving a Tetsimok. And I've played this card quite a bit, and I've played against it quite a bit. So here they go down to 2. Yeah. The pirate Clasm doesn't do it because our 2-drops are, 2-power creatures are pirates, so Fairy Cannonade would not do a whole lot, yeah. Blue-red is probably one of our worst matchup, if I had to guess. So this is going to be a little bit tougher than the other match, I think. Sorin Guardian plays pretty well against Nest Robber. It's also kind of a decent creature to double block with if they end up playing, how it's called, a Trailblazer. Like if you go Sorin Guardian turn 2, turn 3 Sailor, then you stop the Menace. Still cannot pronounce it right, but whatever. You stop these creatures fairly well, so body is fine. I think having 1 power makes it better and Gleaming Barrier. Could cut a Discharger because we were loaded on 4-drops. I think I'll do that. I like having 2 secrets. Just gonna make the curve a little bit lower. Make sure we have something to do on turn 2 and we don't fall behind. And I don't think we're really lacking ways to kill the opponent. 2 Discharger plus, you know, the 5-drops and Tetsimag should be good enough. And, you know, once we've cleared the board and get our card advantage going, you can also just kill your opponent with cards like Dinosaur Hunter. You don't necessarily beat creature. Alright, well, that's not great. And that's very borderline, very borderline. With the new, it's not new anymore, but with the Scry rule, the fact that we have D-Dot that can play into other things, draw into other things, I think it's a keep. We have like 3 chances at finding a land. The Scry, the first draw step, second draw step. Any land makes us play that and let us draw more. Going down to 5 is not great. Yeah, obviously we could just lose to being completely mana screwed, but I think this is a keep. Having the Swamp and the Zealot being on the draw, I don't think you can mulligan in that. But there are risks, obviously. Maul of Craving is very good. I like it a lot in this matchup. I hope we don't get stuck on 2 lands, obviously. Lightning Recruit is kind of a big problem here. We might just die to the Recruit and just be stuck on lands forever. That sucks. It's really the one card we did not want to see. We can't kill it with Mount of Craving. We can't block it, block damage it deals. It's just super clunky for us. Firebrand is pretty bad here. It deals 1 damage by untapping Recruit, but not very exciting. 2 lands in the top 11 after scrying to the bottom, so it's like 2 land on the top 12. This is rough after mulliganing. If they play a 2/3 fly here, it's kind of really annoying too. That's good though for us, the Storm Sculptor. I said they get another trigger on the Recruit, but it's really a creature that doesn't match up very well against our Mount of Craving. So, pretty nice. Gaining life is sweet. Okay, well, I don't think we'll let them know about Tetsimag, and I don't think we attack because we don't really want to take 1 from the Firebrand next turn. If we roll land into land, I think we win. If we struggle to find a 4th and 5th land, it's gonna be complicated. Firebrand doesn't do much. The opponent is a little bit stuck on red mana here. Oh my god. Whoa. I guess this is how you lose with a very good deck. By just not playing cards, not playing Magic, really. We just need just 2 lands and we're good, basically. That was a great top deck. Alright, let's drop the Charger and pass. Sure. If we just get Contract killing the Recruit and we stop most of their damage, And we have a bunch of treasures, so we can set up a turn where we Tetsimok and, Tetsimok ability and cast Tetsimok, kind of out of nowhere. Yeah, land next turn also gives us City's Blessing, if nothing dies and we get to City's Blessing. I feel like they could easily have a Bombard here. That's not too... I feel like whatever they are gonna do, it doesn't matter too much. What matters is, you know, us drawing the land or not. If they attack with Firebrand, I'm just blocking here. I don't really care. If they want to spend the rest of their turn killing my Dust Charger, it's fine. I don't want to take extra damage when there's the Recrew. We still have Dust Legion D-Lot to block the Firebrand. That's good for them and pretty bad for us. That was a very good 3-drop here. Okay, nice. Just gonna contract killing that thing. Take 2 down to 10 next turn. And we'll have plenty of options available. Not gonna play Thorn Guardian. If they just tap out, play a couple creatures, and we draw a land, we can go kill their 2 best creatures, drop Tetsimok. Probably good enough to stabilize to a point where they don't even come back. And later we can Prosperous Pirate, then Secrets. Okay, that's threatening for sure. Looks like they have a double strike trick too. So we're just dead actually. Yeah, well, that's the combo they needed to kill us. Yeah. The 3 power and double strike. Not much we could have done really. I guess playing Thorn Guardian helps, but playing Thorn Guardian is really bad. But yeah, double strike combo plus us being stuck for a while. Good enough to win. I don't think we change anything. I still think we have pretty decent matchup, especially on the play, and if we just don't mulligan into getting stuck on land, we should be in good shape. Playing Thorn Guardian here plays around what we died from. The problem with that line, I think, is just that losing the treasures is just really kind of a big deal, especially when you have this Tetsimok in hand. And these are also cards we hadn't seen. It's a very specific... It's 2 cards. I mean, Crown in particular is quite bad. And then they would need that plus double strike. And pretty much everything else in the set doesn't kill you. So I still don't think you're supposed to play the Thorn Guardian. But yeah, well, this happened, I guess. That's fine. Hand is a bit slow, but Chupacabra is so good at buying the time you lost in the early turns that it's not a big deal. We have the nice Dust Charger Pirate combo too. If they go 1, 2, 3, 4, we might still end up a little bit behind, but yeah, I mean, you don't mulligan that. Alright, looks like they do have the net draw though, so we might still be in trouble. Yeah, of course when I say 1, 2, 3, they will go 1, 2, 3. Looks like they don't have the 2 though. Or maybe they're just playing it second main. I'm just gonna Mouth Craving that main phase. Don't really want to Mouth Craving and they go +1/+1 double strike. That would be not so good for us. It's interesting because, you know, the obvious line is Dust Charger. They've bombarded twice already. They could easily have a bombard here, especially if they kept a hand that did not have any 2 or 3 drop or blue. And we can just Prosperous Pirates and then play it as a 5-5. So I think there's an argument to just play D-Lot here, even though it's a little bit less mana efficient. Yeah, they did not have 6. It's like very likely they have the Bombard. And we have the tools and we have good reason to just wait, basically, I think. Here we can play Pirates. They can obviously bombard the Pirates, but we still get the 2 clues and we still get the City's Blessing next turn. Most likely for the Charger, so it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Now I have 5-5 most likely. I'm pretty happy with this line of playing around Bombard. You haven't stuck on land, unfortunately. Now it's their turn. So if we play this Charger, actually we don't have the Blessing yet because we did not hit a land drop. This is only 8. Would be 9. So I think we're just gonna go for a Windstrider. Uses the mana a little bit better, but at this point the opponent probably lose. They got stuck for a little bit too long on lands, and I don't think they have the tools to beat our late game. Sure. All right. I don't think there's any combination of card in the game that saves them here. We have double Chupacabra of Crashing Tide. We have like triple Rainfall in hand. I think it's probably worth saving our Windstrider. Whoa. Just in case we needed more power. Treasure is kind of valuable because of Tetsimok being able to put a counter and play it right away. So I think we're not gonna play Hunter. We could play Hunter and sack the Treasure to play Windstrider. I think Hunter doesn't. No, actually it's a misplay. It's a pretty big misplay because this is basically 10 damage and they are at 10, so we're still supposed to do that. That was a punt. That was a punt. I guess if they end up having a reroll, it doesn't matter. If they have a reroll, my line ends up being better, but we don't know they have a reroll, so it's just right to cast a Hunter, I think. Yeah. Alright, well the deck did what it's supposed to do. I guess this last match was not the best. The opponent kinda got stuck here, we got stuck on the previous game. Yeah, not the most interactive final, but sometimes, you know, it's the way it goes. I think our deck was great and worked out well. Turns out having a bunch of Revolt and Tetsimok is good. Yeah, thanks all for watching. Again, I'll be in holidays next 2 weeks, so no streams and no videos on YouTube, but I'll be back on March. And yeah, hope you guys have a nice end of February, and I see you soon for some more Magic content.